Brian Himmel. I am a cinematographer, editor for the Miami Dolphins. My main vision behind the Miami Dolphins cheerleader promo shoot was I wanted to go for something like that we'd never done before. I wanted to see something really big. I wanted to see it glamorous. I wanted to see it sparkly. I just wanted everybody to just look at the screen and just say, wow. This time is different because we actually brought in CHAUVET to help us with the design and execution.
My role in this shoot was lighting designer. My job was to make sure that we picked the right fixtures to be able to fulfill the needs of the client. In this case, the client being the Miami Dolphins.
In the past, we just did it around the stadium. This time, we actually went to the training facility inside of the bubble, which was kind of a closed location. And we actually had a big sign built that spelled Miami. This was 12 feet tall by 50 feet wide letters. We got somebody to build the sign overnight, and we went with it.
Since they brought up the fact that they wanted to use the Miami sign from the get-go, that was like the big focal point of the shoot. My idea was to kind of build a runway in front of that, using 3 different rows of Nexus, Legend SR230 beams, and the Q-Wash 436Zs to create kind of a side light and backlight combination to get in next to the girls and behind the girls to kind of push them forward from the set. Was a big part of the concept. So we're here at the Dolphins training facility, getting ready to load in for the Dolphins cheerleader shoot. So we're all ready to go. Got the forklift that the Dolphins are good enough to let us borrow, so we'll be able to get the truck offloaded a little bit quicker. The guys from Rock Off Productions are already inside the bubble, getting some of their trussing ready. So we should have a show in a couple hours. So it's a bit of a preview for this year. This is our brand new Amhaze 2. This is the first time that we're using it outside of the office on a show. So you guys are going to get a sneak peek at what this thing can do in person. Okay, so we just got the first Nexus panels in place. In order to fit everything in, we kind of had to shrink the whole set back a little bit. So we're just doing a little bit of reorganization and figuring out how we're going to set up our fixtures. It's not a big deal, it happens all the time, so it's just a matter of just going with the flow and adjusting as you go.
So here we're powering the Legends and the Batten 144s here. Splitting everything on the bottom into 2 different circuits because we're running them at 120. We want to be really safe here.
Just firing up everything, make sure you don't pop any circuits as we go.
Well, right now all we're doing is just finishing up power for the Nexus, as well as the units over here. I already got the data up.
So we got power going, got some of our pictures on, got the geysers going, so we're in good shape.
We're getting everything mapped on Media Master Express here. Nice plug and play, ClingNet, easy operations.
All right, so we got everything patched in, everything's powered up. I'm just gonna build the show now. If you look behind you, we've got the entire setup all ready to go pretty much. So we're rocking and rolling. Alright, so all of our test shots are all done, all of our programming's all done. So we're going to be shooting the real show this afternoon. Everybody's here, ready to go. Should be pretty awesome.
My name is Matt Bergbauer. It's my 5th year with the Miami Dolphins, and I'm the senior producer-editor. My main role with the Dolphins cheerleading promo was to direct the cheerleaders. We had planned out, certain shots. Some of the requirements that we had with the cheerleaders to make sure, this looked as awesome as it could be is just, let them do what they do, what they're professionals at, their dance moves. They just went with the music and they had their own dance routines and things like that that went to the song that we were able to choreograph and, with the song, with the music, and with camera moves as well.
Usually this never happens, but we got to rent movie gear that they use on sets of movies, a $90,000 lens, a $500,000 dolly, and just the fact that we were able to use it for this shoot was awesome.
The Nexus 4x4s were kind of a focus of the design.
We were able to get the pixels to actually do different patterns instead of one straight beam.
Think about how movie sets from the 40s looked, or the intro for the TV show Smash, how they had the flash bulbs. The Nexus was designed with shoots like this in mind, so it really melded together very nicely. All right, so we're pretty far into the shoot now. We've been doing a lot of different effect looks. Right now we're running an effect with the beams where we just have the dot pattern in using the 8-facet prism, zoomed out to just give us some big wide looks. We're using the Nexus, just as some really cool eye candy, and then using the Q-Washes for side light. We also have some ovations on back there, coming through the letters to gives a little more backlit effect. Overall, everything's worked just like we wanted it to, and we're really happy with what we got. The Legend SR230 beams were a great complement to the Nexus 4x4s.
The best way that we incorporated it was we had a remote control helicopter, and we timed up perfectly the beams to the helicopter flyover, and it was insane. One of the special requirements that we had for this shoot was we actually had the cheerleader director come to us, and she said, look at what they did on Dancing with the Stars. They actually took a clip, they choreographed it backwards, their move, and she wanted to do it for our shoot. So basically one of the shots that we did was the girls did the move backwards but had their pom-poms drop. And what I do is now I'm going to take that clip and play it and reverse it, and the pom-poms come from the ground up and they go into the routine.
We use atmospherics on the shoot, which is not a common thing in video, but what we wanted to do is use the atmospherics to give us a lot more depth in the shoot. So we used 2 Amhaze 2s and 4 of the geysers.
During the song, at certain beats, we had the geysers erupt with colors of our choice.
I think the way that we were able to hit our goal and the look that we want was the lighting. If it wasn't for the lighting, I don't think the effect would have been there, and it would have just been a normal shoot as opposed to a over-the-top shoot, which is what we wanted.
All right, well that's it. It's a wrap. Happy client, happy cheerleaders, happy Dolphins, happy crew. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.